Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about some beauty brands that I think you should be following on Snapchat. I just got this idea because I was going through my Snapchat and I realized whenever a certain brand or a certain couple of brands would post, I would get really excited about their Snapchats, their takeovers maybe, or just their information that they share with us across their Snapchats. So I thought it could be a fun video to share with you guys, let you know who I love to follow on Snapchat. I believe I have 6 different brands that I will run through quickly and let you know why I think you should be following them on Snapchat if you are not already. I am posting a video every single day right now, so I'm always trying to come up with new ideas and new content to share on my channel. But if you guys do have any other video ideas, always let me know in the comments down below because those really do help me out. If you do enjoy getting daily content on makeup and beauty, I hope that you will consider hitting the subscribe button before you go. But why don't we go ahead and jump into my 6 brands I think that you should be following on Snapchat. First up is actually the newest brand that I started following on Snapchat, which is SIGMABEAUTY. I believe their handle is SIGMABEAUTY, but I will put all their Snap names right here on the screen, and they will also all be listed down below in case that you do want to add them. But I'm just looking at my phone and it just says SIGMABEAUTY. I just recently, within the past couple weeks, actually added them to my Snapchat, and I don't know why, because Sigma is one of my favorite brands. I don't know if I've just never really heard anything else across their social medias like follow us on Snapchat for this information or this takeover. I'm really not sure what it is, but once I started following them, I was like, dang, I wish I would have been doing that sooner. I'm actually a Sigma affiliate, so that kind of like made me even more bummed out at myself that I hadn't been following them sooner. But yes, I do think SIGMABEAUTY is a really good one to follow on Snapchat. They have some good information on there. They always list when they are having their deals, and Sigma always has a ton of deals and promotions going on. And sometimes your Instagram feed, I mean, you never really know what's going to come up on your Instagram feed, am I right? Like, sometimes I get things that were posted a week ago, and I'm like, really, why are they showing up at the top of my feed? Twitter can kind of be the same way. Don't even get me started on Facebook. And I see them talking about their deals, promotions, specials on their Snapchat, and I think, oh my gosh, okay, now I can share this information as well across my social media. So that's what I think the Sigma Snapchat is really good for in particular. So if you really enjoy Sigma and that you love getting deals, I would say add them to your Snapchat, because that way I feel like you are pretty much not going to miss the deal as long as you're checking your Snapchat. It can get lost in your other social media feeds, but they always announce it over there on their Snapchat. So SIGMABEAUTY is definitely one that I would recommend that you follow on your Snap. So next up is not so much a brand, but you know, it's like our motherboard, Sephora. I did not know Sephora had a Snapchat as well until maybe the last like month or so, I want to say. So I added Sephora. I believe they're just Sephora. Again, that will be in the description box down below. But I really do like the Sephora Snapchat as well, because whenever they're having any sort of like event or party with any of like the brands that sell in Sephora, everyone is always Snapchatting it. And I think that's really fun because you kind of get a behind the scenes. They were having a party just this week, and I believe it was the owners of Dr. Roebuck's skincare was on there chatting, and I just recently started trying out their skincare, so that was really fun to see. So they have some fun behind the scenes. They have some fun behind the scenes like at the store as well, or setting up displays, or when new products come in, they will put them on their Snapchat. Kind of fun to follow along Sephora. Like I said, I did not know until very recently that they had a Snapchat, so maybe some of you don't know that they have a Snapchat either, and I would recommend adding Sephora to your Snap. So next up for your Snapchat, I want to recommend Pur Cosmetics. They're Pur Cosmetics on Snapchat. I have been following Pur for a very long time. They were I think one of the first makeup brands that I started following on Snapchat. I love Pur. I've done Pur collection videos. I wear a lot of Pur. I recommend a lot of Pur. I just really enjoy their products, and I really enjoy their Snapchat as well. They always have really good takeovers on there. Their influencer takeovers are so much fun, and I like that we get a variety of different takeovers from the Pur Snapchat. You get your straight beauty bloggers on there doing the makeup tutorials, and I've also seen bloggers on there doing fitness as well as makeup, and I think that's a lot of fun. So I feel like they have a really nice diversity with their Snapchat takeovers, which I really do appreciate. And then as well, in addition to their takeovers, they have really good information about their products when they're coming out with new products, swatching the new products. You know, the gals that regularly run their Snapchat are doing tutorials on them as well, and then all of their other products as well, not just their new releases. But it's always nice to see kind of like the regular girls. Ilona, I believe, is one of them. She's always on there, and she does a lot of tutorials and like skincare videos as well, which I appreciate. So I really enjoy watching Pur. Maybe one day I'll get to take over for Pur Cosmetics Snapchat. That would be crazy. But I feel like their influencer takeovers are really good, so I would definitely recommend Pur Cosmetics. The next brand that I want to recommend for your Snapchat is Benefit Cosmetics. I believe they are Benefit Beauty on Snapchat. I also have been following Benefit for a very long time. I really enjoy Benefit. I wear a lot of Benefit every single day, in particular their brow products. I have their Precisely My Brow on right now, and I've just been buying from Benefit for a very long time. They're one of the first like more high-end makeup brands that I started getting into when I started shopping at like Sephora and Ulta. I really like them because I feel like the gals who run their Snapchat are very informational. There's Ginger. There used to be Steph, but I don't see her as much. I know there's a new girl now. So Ginger's always on there a lot too, and they do a lot of tutorials. They do a lot of like how-tos. I feel like Ginger's always on there explaining how to do different brow techniques, and a lot of times I have rewatched their Snapchat stories to try to learn, because you guys know I'm not a big brow person myself, but I have rewatched their Snap stories to try to learn and pick up the information that they're giving in their Snapchat. So I feel like they are really good at Snapchat for demonstrating their products, explaining how to use their products, and then actually showing how to use their products as well. I also really enjoy their, I think his name is Jared. He's on there from time to time. Personality is just so like funny and out there, but he's also really good at explaining about brows and brow products, things like that. So of course they also do talk about their other makeup on there whenever they're having new releases. I know they just released a new concealer. They're on there, they're explaining it, how to get it. I feel like they're very interactive with their Snapchat as well. They're always taking Snapchat questions. I was just watching last night, they were talking about Benefit Boutiques, and people were coming into their Instagram and asking a question, and the gal was showing it right there, you know, saying the Instagram name and then answering the questions and giving information. So I feel like they are very interactive with their audience as well, which is very cool. And Benefit is another brand that runs a lot of like giveaways, contest promotions, specials, things like that. And if they get lost on your other social media feeds, you can always find them on your Snapchat. So Benefit Cosmetics or Benefit Beauty is one that I would suggest as well for your Snapchat. I'm trying to get through these as quickly as I can because I'm filming super late. I've had a ton of laptop problems today, so I'm filming at 5:30, and I normally film at like 1 to 2 o'clock, so this is a little stressful, so I'm trying to beat it. Hopefully I don't have crazy shadows along my face, but trying to get through this as quickly as I can. But the next brand that I would recommend for your Snapchat is Maybelline. Maybelline has been, they were, you know, probably one of those very first brands that I really started wearing, and I'm talking back in my high school days. Also, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was buying a ton of Maybelline. I couldn't really afford a lot of high-end yet, but that was never a problem for me because I loved the Maybelline brand so much. I own a ton of Maybelline, and I often am recommending certain items from Maybelline. I also do really love their Snapchat. They have really good influencer takeovers, also are very good at demonstrating the products, talking about new releases, talking about any specials. I feel like they are very interactive as well. Right now, I think they just wrapped up like their Maybelline road trip, or it might be going on again in a couple weeks or so, but they were actually going around like the New York and New Jersey area, I think they were in, and maybe a couple other places, and they were basically having like these small get-togethers, like almost in like a park, and people could come and they were giving away free Maybelline makeup and, you know, explaining and demonstrating the products and things like that. I thought that was really cool, and I'm just very confused why no one does that in Iowa, you know, like what? Why are none of the brands coming to Iowa? Very confused about that. But I did think that was very cool, also very interactive, and right now they're having like an influencer party thing happening out in the Hamptons, but we're getting a lot of those snaps as well, and we're seeing, you know, kind of the behind the scenes at those parties. I know there's a big giveaway along with that, but they are just another brand that I really enjoy watching. Whenever I see their names pop up on my story feed, I click on them right away because I feel like I'm either going to learn something from them, I'm going to hear about a new product, or I'm going to be entertained. So I really enjoy Maybelline and would suggest it for your snap. And then the final brand that I want to recommend is Tarte Cosmetics. I believe they are Tarte Cosmetics on Snapchat. I really love following Tarte. I wasn't doing this in any particular order, but this might be my favorite brand actually to follow on Snapchat. I really like all of them that I've mentioned, obviously, if I'm recommending them, but Tarte really might be one of my favorites. They have amazing influencer takeovers. I really enjoy watching their takeovers, but I really like the gals that they have on their Snapchat. There is Jen, there is Deanna. Deanna just got married. Jen's pregnant. Lee, right? Is Lee the other one? And Lee is pregnant too, and Deanna just got married. I think I have that correctly. But literally, I watch them on Snapchat so much, I feel like I know them because these are not the influencers. These are, you know, Tarte employees, and they are just kind of like the face of their Snapchat. But I feel like they're all very personable. I really enjoy watching all three of these gals on Snapchat. They have a few other ones as well, but I think those three are like their main ones. And it was so funny because like Deanna got married and I was super excited for her. Now 2 of the gals are pregnant. I'm like, oh my gosh, yay! They did like their gender reveals on Snapchat and I was so excited to watch it. So it's funny because, you know, of course we're learning about Tarte. They're always doing tutorials on there. They're always explaining their products, always using their products, but at the same time it's also like on a personal level as well, which I think that's one of the reasons why I love Tarte. We love being able to relate to people. We love to fall in love with someone's personality. We really do. So I think that's the big thing that sets Tarte apart, and I think those 3 gals all really have a lot to do with it. But I definitely do enjoy watching Tarte Snapchat for them, but also, like I said, they are constantly using the products. They're constantly showing new ways to use the products, explaining how to use the products. They have really good in-depth tutorials, but they also just do a lot of different fun things. 2 gals on there the other day were taking a road trip, and they took us along on the road trip, and you know what Tarte products they put on their face during their road trip. They just do fun different things like that I don't see from a lot of other brands on Snapchat, and I feel like they really put a lot of time and effort and thought into their Snapchat, which I appreciate a lot as someone who watches. I always watch the Tarte Snapchat. I get excited when they come up in my story. There's another brand that I feel like runs specials a lot, so they're always talking about the deals over there, and like their Snapchat is always popping. Like they always have something going on. There's like very rarely a day where you're not getting a Snapchat or something from Tarte as well. So I really like their Snapchat. I would highly recommend, if you enjoy Tarte as a brand, especially, I would recommend to check them out because they always have good tutorials, tips in there, and then I just think it's a fun Snapchat on top of that. So Tarte is going to be my 6th and final brand that I'm going to recommend for your Snapchat. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for the 6 brands that I think that you should follow on Snapchat. I would love to know in the comments down below what brands that I mentioned do you follow, and do you enjoy following them, or what brands do you follow that I didn't mention that maybe I should be following. Again, this isn't all of the beauty brands that I follow, but there's actually quite a few brands that I do follow, and like sometimes I just skip over their stories. But I would love to know what you guys would recommend for me because I'm on Snapchat all day long, and of course you should also follow me on Snapchat. I'm just Samantha.March. I always have that link down below. I'm on Snapchat all day long. I try really hard to be super interactive over there. I always have special giveaways running for my Snapchat as well, so I hope that you'll join me over there. But let me know what other brands that you think that I should follow. I'd also love to know if you guys would like to see influencers that I think that you should follow. Let me know in the comments down below, or of course any other video ideas. I really appreciate them so much. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful in some way. If you did, I hope that you will give this video a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys real soon in my next one. Bye!